Hello everyone, welcome to the second session of International Relations PT365. Yeah, see guys, for the first time there is Foreign Ministers meeting of Bimstec. Okay, B stands for Bangladesh, I for India, M for Myanmar, S for Sri Lanka, T for Thailand, EC nothing is there, Nepal and Bhutan we say. So there are 7 alphabets, right? And 7 countries are there. And what is it? It is Bay of Bengal Initiative. So the countries which are dependent on Bay of Bengal for its trade are actually part of this particular initiative. Actually, it was formed in 1997. Okay. Initially, it was established as Bimstec. Myanmar joined in 1997 to form Bimstec. The secretariat is at Bangladesh, Dhaka. And one of the main purpose of this was, SARC was not successful, so they wanted another organization which performs successfully. Okay. Currently, there are 7 countries. If you know that, it's more than enough, guys. India visited ASEAN summit. See guys, every summit occurs every year. But somewhere some issues become important because of some people joining, some people coming out, and India hosted it. Brics this year is very important only because 5 members have joined. So what exactly is Brics? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Right? Earlier it was called BRIC. Okay, let me tell the history. In 2001, Goldman Sachs report told that a group of fastest developing economies, if they come together, it can counter developed countries. And that was accepted, and initially BRIC countries came. And later they introduced South Africa to become BRICS. Okay, now who are all there? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Egypt was called from Africa. Ethiopia was called. Iran and Saudi Arabia are called. UAE is called. Here I want you to know one very interesting fact. See this. Iran is a Shia country. Saudi Arabia is a Sunni country. And the fight between them is encashed by US because US supplies weapons, and when these groups are fighting, more weapons of military industrial complex of US will be sold. So US always want countries in Middle East to fight. China wants to bring these countries together. If Iran and Saudi Arabia can become friends, most of the problems in Middle East will be resolved. And if that resolves, directly you are hitting US pocket. So, in BRICS summit, today we are calling Egypt. Right? Egypt is important because Egypt controls Suez Canal. Ethiopia, one of the most powerful country in Africa. If you take African Union, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia is there. Iran, Saudi Arabia and UAE. 5 countries. Together now we have 10 countries. Okay. Johannesburg 2 declaration. Right. There is no permanent secretariat or office for this. And new development bank was established under Fortaleza declaration. Okay, only that much is important, nothing much. See guys, India for the first time had chairmanship of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It was virtual, but still it is very important. Again in maps session I'll help you how to remember it, but now you see China has border with Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan and Russia. So initially it was called as Shanghai 5. To the Shanghai 5, Uzbekistan joined. Okay, Uzbekistan joined to make it Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Later, India and Pakistan became members of it. Okay. Recently, Iran became a member. Okay. So, this has to happen, but it happened virtually rather than a direct, like, membership. Okay. So, it was not a direct one. We did not see Pakistan Prime Minister and all coming. Okay. So, New Delhi Declaration signed to counter activities of terrorists, separatists and extremist groups. India has established 5 new pillars of cooperation: startups and innovation, traditional medicine, youth empowerment, digital inclusion, shared Buddhist heritage. Iran joined as a new member, ninth member of the grouping. Kashi has been declared the first tourism and cultural capital of SCO. Very, very important. Yes. Kashi has been declared the first tourism and cultural capital of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It can be asked any time. Okay. It was founded at the Shanghai Summit in 2001 with 5 countries. Later, Uzbekistan. Okay. So, see guys, we don't consider Shanghai 5, we directly come to Shanghai Cooperation Organization. India, Pakistan became full members in 2017. That means India was not a founding member of SCO. Remember that. Yes. Just for state services, remember, country partnership strategy has been launched by ADB for India. State services, yes. Not for UPSC. This is very important. International Maritime Organization. Remember guys, India was re-elected for this, but this time in the elections we had got more majority. Okay. Maritime Organization. It's a specialized agency in under United Nations. Headquarters is London. Members 176 and 3 associate members. Role of IMO for environmental protection. IMO's Marpol Convention, key treaty to prevent and misuse pollution from shipping. Particularly sensitive sea area. London Dumping Convention and Protocol. Not required guys, don't worry. India is selected under category B guys. States with interest in international seaborne trade. India was re-elected in this category. 3 categories are there. India was re-elected in this particular category. See guys, every time when G7 summit happens, India is one of the country which is regularly called for. So G7 is always important. Okay. GCC has agreed for legal assistance, not required. See guys, NATO is one of the main reason for Russia-Ukraine war, where when Ukraine wanted to become member of this NATO, Russia attacked. But today, Finland and Sweden, fearing, see they also have border with Russia, okay, especially Finland. So because of the fear that they may be attacked, they have joined. Earlier, Turkey said you both cannot join because they supported Kurds, but now they are permitted. Okay, NATO has been permitted. These two have been permitted. There are many countries for whom major non-NATO ally status is given. India, they were considering it. FATF and all. Pakistan, when it was in this list, there were a lot of things about it. Now don't worry. Okay, Interpol, yes, this summit occurred in India, guys, not now, before. Okay, red notice wanted person, yellow notice missing person, blue notice additional information, black notice unidentified bodies, green notice warning and intelligence, orange notice imminent threat, purple notice modus operandi. UPSC like this colors a lot, guys. That's the reason we need to be careful about it. Indian Ocean Rim Association. This meeting was held in Colombo, guys. When it occurred in India, questions were asked in mains with respect to India. Guys, if you recollect, when Prime Minister Modi visited, people from Pacific Islands, they actually took blessings from Prime Minister, and that became a very big news. Okay, so if you look at this, third forum for India Pacific Island Cooperation summit held at Port Moresby. Okay, now what exactly is this? Pacific Island countries means, see guys, Melanesia, Micronesia, Polynesia. Australia, if you take above that, you will have Melanesia, Micronesia, Polynesia. These, it was launched, see, India Pacific Island Cooperation. Okay, what is that? It was launched in 2014. It includes 14 island countries. Okay. India has an alliance with this called STAR-C, Solar Technology Application Resource Center. That is important. Yes, India participated in Vladivostok, easternmost region, guys, where India is planning to have investments in this region as well. Okay, G77, I2, U2. Yes, all this, when it was in news, it is important. As of now, if they ask you only because of past things, not because of last year's current affairs. Okay, so after this, places in news, anyways, as I told you, I'll show you them, but let us see here, guys. Siang river is Brahmaputra river on which India is constructing a dam. Kachativu Island was actually given to Sri Lanka by Indira Gandhi, but now Tamil Nadu and Indian Prime Minister also spoke about Kachativu Island, that we should take it. China is investing in Colombo port. Okay, Kachativu, if they ask, it is dispute between India and Sri Lanka. Okay, see guys, every place will be in news for one reason or the other reason, but whenever we have anything, it's important. You see, INS Delhi and INS Satpura made a port call at Colombia. Okay, that's it, not required. This is the second country to eliminate Vietnam. Commitment to deep strategic, not required. South China Sea. Yeah, South China Sea, I'll give you guys whatever is important. See guys, very intelligently, these people, what they have done, almost everything they have covered, so that ultimately if any question comes, they will tell it came from us. But if you see, not everything is important. Only when some issues are there, we need to look at it, guys. So please don't get into it. All this I'm showing you, not so important. The Red Sea is very, very important. I will be telling you, why it is very important. Guys, Oman Duckham port is given to India, guys. See that Chabar port, you might have heard recently, we had an agreement for 10 years and it's very, very important. Iran, Chabar port, Iran. See, almost everything in the world is covered by them, guys. Remember, UPSC won't ask questions unnecessarily. This is just to scare students, nothing more. Whichever is important, definitely I'll show you guys. We need to see those which are important always. See, Papua New Guinea, Timor-Leste, they have not left any country. This is very important, guys. Vanuatu. This is one country which is actually fighting against coal and other aspects because, like, it will be submerged easily. See, everywhere in the world, something or the other will always be there, right? So if we start studying every country in the world, then it's of no use. Yeah, this is an interesting one from geography point of view, because last time they asked a question like which countries are part of, what do you call as Congo Basin. So they have given that, but that is not important, guys. See, I'm helping you to go through the region. Okay, go through the book so that you feel confident that yes, these are not important. Many students keep asking me, so it's taking a lot of time for us to read each one of this. Should we read? See, so many. Okay, yeah, okay. See, guys, bilateral projects, significant questions will come. So, I will try to deal with it in the next session, guys. Fine. This you read in the next session. One session I'll complete this. Fine. Thank you. Guys, please do subscribe.